I'm reminded of something that Chris Collinsworth said earlier this year. He said, Sam Hubbard is one of the best football players I've seen in the NFL on tape this year. Pro Bowl voting for the fans ends on Thursday, and the Bengals have a lot of worthy candidates. You are free to vote for all of them. But for the purposes of this Who Day conversation, we're going to pick out three guys that we think are worthy of being first-time Pro Bowlers. Lap, you go first.
Alex Cappa, Ted Karras were targets in free agency, veteran offensive linemen. They're both playing at an extremely high level. I think it's fair to say they're both having career years. But at 6'6", 310 pounds, with length and strength, Alex Cappa is an elite pass protector. His abilities kind of remind me of Max Montoya. He's creating firm and deep pockets with time and space for Joe Burrow to see the entire field, make game-winning decisions and throws. And he's also winning at the line of scrimmage in the run game. The Bengals offensive line is handling business, and former Buccaneer and Super Bowl winner Alex Cappa going back to Tampa Bay and playing like a Pro Bowler in so doing.
All right, we've got an offensive lineman. What about you, Butch?
Cordy, I'm lucky enough to have a Hall of Fame vote, and I approach the Pro Bowl the same way. The guy's got to make a difference. In 2020, the Bengals made Joe Burrow their first draft pick of the decade. They made DJ Reader their first free agent signing of the decade. You can make the argument that DJ has meant as much to the defense as Burrow has meant to the offense. When he's on the field, they just don't give up the run. Out of the 6 biggest run games the Bengals have allowed since he's been here, he hasn't been in 5 of them. But look what's happened this year. He missed 6 games. When he came back, the Bengals have been giving up 1 yard fewer per rush. And in 2 of the last 3 weeks, they've stuffed 2 1,000-yard runners, including the king, Derrick Henry. He makes a difference. But you can make the argument about Jesse Bates, Von Bell. My guy today, DJ Reader, makes a difference.
All right. I'm reminded of something that Chris Collinsworth said earlier this year. He said, Sam Hubbard is one of the best football players I've seen in the NFL on tape this year. The defensive ends that get picked for the Pro Bowl are usually the top pass rushers, and Sam has 6.5 sacks and is tied for 9th in the league with 20 quarterback hits. But he's Pro Bowl worthy because of his all-around excellence. Sam is one of the league's best run stoppers. He's tied for 6th among defensive linemen in solo tackles. Plus, he's versatile, frequently lining up like a middle linebacker to confuse the quarterback. They are 3 of the many worthy Pro Bowl candidates on this roster. And again, folks can vote until Thursday.
And they're all linemen. Bengals been winning games in the trenches, offensive and defensive linemen. That's where it starts right there.
Says former Bengals guy, Dave Lapham.
A good call in this week's Who Day conversation.